Hi, welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. In this video, I'll be giving some updates on my carnivore journey. Before getting started, nothing that I share in this video or on the channel is medical advice, so please do your own research before making any health-related decisions. And maybe your research can start with this video. Lately I've been on this adventure of embracing the carnivore diet. So to give a brief background on myself, I've been fasting since 2016, and since March 2023, in addition to fasting, I've been on a keto diet. And lately I started leaning my keto diet towards carnivore, and I had all these reactions, skin reactions. So the past month and a half, it's been going back and forth of going more carnivore and introducing more carbohydrates to my diet. And I had the previous week was like a hellish of a week for me. I had headaches, I had diarrhea, I had very low energy, but at the same time I had this sensation that I was healing, part of me was healing, so I bite the bullet and kept going, going back and forth. And finally this week I made lots of progress on two levels. One is that I'm feeling better, so I'm getting I'm feeling better. It's getting better. I don't have diarrhea no more. And the second level is that I'm even going more carnivore, because lately, the more carnivore I will get, I will still consume a little bit of cucumber, garlic, in this Turkish soup called cacık that I'll be making, and also I'll put some pepper on the meat. So the past 4 days or so, I actually took out the garlic, the cucumber, and also I only use salt now to season my meat. So the past 4 days I've the only non-carnivore items I'm consuming, it's coffee, tea. In my tea also I put some slices of ginger, and also I still use lime juice for I do electrolyte drinks. I do my own electrolyte drinks, and I use lime juice. And also the cacık, since I'm not using the cucumber, I'm not using the I'm not using cucumber, I'm not using garlic. Also, olive oil, that also I took out, the olive oil. So put olive oil in the cacık. So what I'm doing now, it's yogurt, so Turkish yogurt. I put some lime juice, I squeeze one lime, and salt, Himalayan salt. And I eat it like cacık. It's really good actually. It's very simple. And but it gives me almost the same pleasure. So it's very interesting how all this adventure is it's progressing. And also this week I also introduced, it was on Wednesday, I skipped one OMAD, so I'm reintroducing skipping OMADs. So to give you a background on my fasting pattern, is like my baseline is 18:6. So I usually eat once a day in a 6-hour window. And what I would do for like past year, like I've been skipping 1 to 3 OMADs. So I'll be eating between 6 to 4 dishes a week. But for like the month of November and December, now we're in January, like for almost like 2 months, I was eating every day. So I had enough of skipping OMADs. So I decided to go back, listening to my body, to go back to eating every day. And then I started eating every day and then lean more towards carnivore, and that's where I start getting the reactions. So then I played back and forth, pulling out carbohydrates, putting them back in. I played with that. And then so this in January in 2025, I did I did 1 full day dry fasting when I was feeling really bad. I did 1 day, I did a dry fast. And on Wednesday, my second OMAD skipping, I did, with coffee, water, my flavorless, sugarless electrolyte drink. So it's kind of a water fast plus. So I did that. Like I usually fast between 36 to 42, 44 hours. And so I introduced that, and now I start feeling really good. I start feeling really good with and eating more carnivore, and I'm gaining. So already when I started with carnivore, I noticed like that I have my skin got like more clear, and I used to have those like little like the dark spots that I don't know, it's not pimples, but like on the nose area I had all this like and I had it since I'm like a teenager, and sometimes I will even get like facial I will get facials to and they get them out and stuff, but so I feel like I have less or almost not, like it kind of went away. Also my hair, I feel that it's a better quality. My body, it's like a little bit more toned, so it's definitely doing its little miracles, and on the downside, it was like, well, I had diarrhea, I had a headache, a low energy during my workouts. But now all those like negative symptoms are disappearing. So I think I'm starting a new chapter. So it's very exciting. Like it's like I'm getting used to carnivore, and I'm getting rid of the, like the oxalate dumping, headaches, all that, all those symptoms. Also, one thing I noticed, like I was like having really wild dreams, during all that period that I was kind of like feeling so. I will have like really twisted like dreams that I could remember very well. Like that's also something that it wouldn't always happen for me. Like I will remember them really well, and then analyzing them, like I could link to more or less like the elements of the dream. Like I could link. I was like, oh yeah, that comes from that thing that happened in the real life. So it's really like fascinating, like how the brain works and how things are affecting us psychologically, and the things that you don't in a subconsciously you don't even notice that it's affecting you, but it does, you know, when the subconscious, when the brain is doing its magic. So that's also something. I don't know if it was because maybe it has to do something with the microbiota, you know. If the change created that, or if it's just because I was just you know, kind of out of it in bed, and that's the reason. I don't know, but it's very, very interesting. So, and I'm really excited to. Another big victory is like I mentioned in some of my videos. Like I for years I had this problem of my scalp producing some flake-like skin matter, but it's not flakes, it's not dandruff, but it will produce that, and I could. It will drive me crazy because sometimes it will kind of go away, and it will come back. And I always thought, you know, like since there's a yeast, what is it? Yeast, fungus, bacteria, equilibrium in the scalp. So sometimes, like I will think, oh, it's because I'm traveling. Maybe one place is more humid, or I mean, I knew that it had something to do with diet as well, but. And so with keto, it kind of got better, but even with keto, sometimes it will come back. Like yeah, really hard to figure out the causality. And now it's gone. I mean, I almost don't have that, and like the scalp feels. The scalp feels good. I also had since I'm like 20 years old, I have a hair loss problem that was really slow. I had a lot of hair when I was a child and a teenager. I had like I was blessed with like a lot of hair, but like then since my 20s, I'm almost like 50. So in 30 years, I lost like little by little, but for now you can tell that I'm losing my hair, but for many years, like in my 30s, 40s, like even though I knew that I was losing my hair, people wouldn't notice because I had a lot of hair to start with. And now, like all this, like I'm not at the point to say that, oh, it stopped, like the fall like stopped, but I also feel like yeah, my hair is doing better. You know, like so something to keep in mind. And another thing is that so I had to, you know, with fasting, I cured almost like all my health problems. So that's why I really swear by like a fasting. But there was like this like dandruff, the skin production, scalp skin production problem. I had the hair loss problem, and the vision, eye vision problem, that I could not make any progress on it. Like even with all the fasting I've done, and I've heard like testimonies of like people suffering from myopia, getting like doing like a week-long fasting, then breaking their fasting once again and getting like 20/20 vision. I had like testimonies like that, but it never happened to me. And now with Carnivore, I'm feeling like, because there are moments where I'm like, oh my God, I see better when I'm not wearing my glasses, and like more clear vision that it comes from out of nowhere. So it's still like very early, like to know if it's really going to cure something, or maybe there might be other reasons, but all those are like really encouraging signals, you know. Like it's really motivating me to go more carnivore. And so people are talking about, you know, yeah, at least do like a 90-day carnivore. So I'm still at that stage where, yeah, now it's, you know, like, so on Wednesday I did a fast, then on Thursday, Friday, and today, well, I haven't eaten. So it's been 4 days when I'm almost like 100% on carnivore, but I'm ready to see. So if things start going a little bit rough, I'm ready to reintroduce some carbs to my diet. But yesterday I went to grocery shopping, and I didn't buy any. I only bought some limes. Lime, like that's the only non-keto, non-carnivore item that I bought. My cart was like butter, meat, cheese, and Turkish yogurt. I mean, it's so like lean. And you know, the crazy thing about it is like, you know, since I'm, you know, leaning more on carnivore, like everything, like I don't waste any time. Like everything is like working better mentally. Like everything seemed to be, you know, I transition better, you know, everything. And believe it or not, when I did my groceries, it was the same way. Everything was easy, you know, meat, cheese, yogurt, lime, and I also get some water. And then, you know, then you go to pay, everything is easy. And also everything is easier to carry because you don't have all the sensitive items, you know, like the vegetables that you have to take care. And then I'm carrying them, you know, I'm carrying them upstairs, like everything is like it's almost like it's a mirror image of how I feel inside. Well, my groceries physically, they're also, you know, things are very efficient, like bam, 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 bam. No, like, oh, you know, like wasting time with little details and I mean, not details, but like little adaptations you got to do because you have all these things going. Like this is very, yeah, very like minimalist, you know. And then cooking, it's also, because before, for example, like with the jajik, I had to peel the cucumber and then peel the garlic. I mean, it's still very easy, but now it's like, you know, yogurt, lime juice, salt, water, drink that, then, you know, cut the meat, put it in the oven with lots of butter, salt, eat it, you know. Yeah, also bought the eggs. Yeah, eggs. Trying to eat like eggs, it's pretty complete, you know, like it has a lot of collagen. It has, I mean, the egg in itself, it has everything you need almost. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm eating. Eggs, cheese, meat, yogurt. And I feel very satiated. Like you don't, that's another miracle of, yeah, I don't feel like, I feel very content, you know. I eat my meat. I eat my only meal a day and then I just go. Like right now it's almost 7 o'clock at night, and maybe yesterday I finished eating around 11 or so, and I'm not hungry, I'm not nothing. Like and I'm not even looking forward to eat tonight. Like I'm like, you know, and lots of energy, good mental clarity, and picking up the physical energy. So we'll see next week at the gym, because that's kind of what I was feeling. I was kind of feel like I went to the gym, like this week I went 5 times, but I was missing even though I was doing my workout, like the missing, you know, like the extra push you need to give, like in terms of like getting results. Like if you're just doing, like if you're too comfortable in your workouts, you just maintain. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you have to have a moment where you give the little, and that was a little missing. But now I have the feeling that that's gonna come back. So yeah, so that's my update on the carnivore journey. Yeah, I mean, this is opening lots of doors. Like I'm finding a lot of answers. Yeah, fasting and carnivore might be the thing. And now I'm even thinking that, I mean, this is a little conspiracy theory side of my brain, that that whole ideology that they pushed on us, you know, to not consume animal products. Well, now I mean, this is whole speculation. But if carnivore is the solution, so carnivore equals 100% health, then if you don't want people to be healthy, then you push, you know, like a movement, a diet that is, it's the opposite, you know. So now I'm like, I mean, who knows, you know, those are kind of sensitive topics, like I don't want to, but you got my point, you know. And I'm a person that for me, like politic views and ideology, even religion could be like, those are like tools, you know. Like I don't lock myself into any ideology. I mean, any political views, like those are tools. So, you know, when I was a teenager, the whole like, you know, the left movement like made sense for me, and that was the tool. And now that I'm almost 50, the whole libertarian approach makes sense. So it doesn't mean that I'm, you know, I don't know who I am and like I pick and choose. No, it doesn't mean that. It's just that, like, life is a journey, and all those things. Yeah, we shouldn't be. They are tools. Like they're all tools. The same with diets, and you know, I've done the non-animal product consuming diets, and it helped me on the, like, while I was doing it, it helped me for. Yeah, it was beneficial. The only thing, it wasn't sustainable. After 2-3 months, I hit a plateau, and it created other problems. Like it solved problems, but it created other problems. So then I had to move on. So that's why, like, we need to stay away from. I mean, that's my belief to embrace ideology too much, you know. And well, I really believe in fasting. That's that's kind of something that is built into us, and I mean, I don't see how that could go wrong. But maybe one day I'll change my mind, you know, or it won't be a necessary tool for me anymore. So we are like, I prepare myself for that, like, so all those things. So yeah, I got to be careful with the ideology, and that's why my approach is always to try, you know. Like I don't get into debates when people, you know, they say, oh, this is better, this is good for you, this is bad for you, cholesterol is bad for you, cholesterol is good for you, or this diet is good for you, this diet is bad. Like it's really good, because then you start talking in the air, like argumenting in the air, and then the person in front of you is going to have an argument like, oh yeah, but so and so, that doctor said that, and that guru said that, and it, like, that conversation goes nowhere. So my approach is like, you know, be inspired by an idea or a diet or a discipline, and try it. And at the end of the day, say like, okay, I did this, and with my body, with my situation, I got this result. And I find that's the maximum I can do. Like I don't pretend to have. I don't pretend to have the absolute answers, you know. So, but then I know, like now I can easily say that, yeah, for example, like keto has worked way better than not consuming animal products, you know, for me. And it was like, it lasted, you know, like lots of time. I mean, the longest I've been. And now with Carnivore, it seems like it pushes the envelope even further. There's like, let's see if I can film it. I think there's like maybe 30 cats. There's a lady feeding the cat, and there's like a cat army. It makes me feel like I'm in Istanbul. Let's see if I can film it. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Yeah, it's the lady feeding. Yeah, I don't know if. Wow, that's so nice. Okay. No, estoy filmando a mí mismo. No sé. Look, they're happy. Like there's a army of cats here. The nice lady, she's feeding them, and I think she wasn't very happy that I filmed, but I didn't film her. So look, we have all the. Oh, that's so nice of her. This is wow. Yeah, and they look more because sometimes like I see some street cats that they look really in bad shape, but look at this one. It's like looks really good. They look really healthy. Like that's awesome. Well, thank to that person. Yeah, it's great that there are people like that. They're feeding the animals. So cool. I'm gonna try to count the cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, look at there's a little 25 cats. Oh, I hope she's gonna get some. Oh, a little kitten. She's scared. Oh, she has to get some too. Wow. I hope they let. This is amazing. This is amazing. The little kitten. They don't let the little kitten. She's scared. They don't let the little. Now she has some. This is so cool. She has. No. Look at the little kitty. Little kitty is eating. Yeah, my mom in Turkey, she does the same. And but when she goes away, then the cats are really sad. Like they come. So it's it's a responsibility. They get used to. But she does the same, you know. Like she feeds the cats, and they come and. But in general, like it's almost a national sport in Turkey to feed the cats. And I mean to the point where it goes overboard, you know. Like in 2022, I was there near the sea, and there were some fishermen, and people are feeding the cats like so much. They're taking the fisherman wanted to give like a fish to the cats, and the cat went and smelled the fish, and they didn't even bother. Like, you know, like they're so spoiled. Like, and that, I don't know, like you know, everything has its limits. Like, you know, like they also have to. I mean, I'm guessing like to, you know, not get too lazy, you know. Like all the instinct of looking for food, like all those things. Like it's also something that keeps them alive. But here in Asuncion, I mean, here it seems like the lady is taking care of them, so they look good. But near where I live, I mean, I saw some cats, like they're sad. They're really skinny. They're not like they're not clean, they're not, you can tell that they're not eating enough, you know, they're not, they don't have access to good quality food, and not in a sufficient amount. And so yeah, I also started like, you know, when I have like bones from my meat, or I have leftovers, like which now I don't really have leftovers anymore with the carnivore, but since I also eat all the fat. But yeah, I also like put it like at night, like if a good bone, like also dogs like here, like they seem, I mean, yeah, like it makes you feel sorry, like they're really trying to find food, and you feel like they're having a hard time. So yeah, so that was my video, my vlog on the carnivore journey. Yeah, I think now it's like it's getting exciting. Like that now, it's like it's the piece of the puzzle that is opening a new door. It's like not only the carnivore it's going better, but I think the carnivore within my entire journey towards a healthier life, towards 100% health, that started in 2016. Yeah, that's it feels like I don't want to, because maybe next week I'm going to be feeling not so great, but like to me it feels like this is a bridging situation where I'm going to be opening new doors. And it happened to me several times during my journey. I mean, the first one was like when I started eating raw. Then I had a huge breakthrough when I was able to monitor my urine, and I noticed that my kidneys weren't filtering. And then when I succeeded in making my kidneys filter, that was a longer fast. And then keto was a big jump. Also, I used to consume a lot of coffee, and then for 6 years I quit. And when I quit, it was also a big jump. And then in 2024 I went back when I started my business and moved to Asuncion. Yeah, I start coffee again, but now I'm consuming it with more moderation. I mean, usually I have 1 cup, 2 cups, max 3 cups a day. And I'll have days that I don't. But before starting fasting, I would go 8 to 10 cups. Like it was something crazy. Then when I quit, it was also like a big breakthrough. And then keto was also like keto with fasting was amazing. And now it feels like carnivore. Now it's like all the things that those like carnivore, I don't know how to call them, like carnivore influencers, like carnivore enthusiasts with experience. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Like, I mean, Max German will say, like you'll see, like you eat meat and that will be enough. You won't be craving anything else. Like, and then yesterday I was at the grocery store. It's crazy. Like before, like, I will pass in front of fruits and I'll be, it will give me like, I'll be like, oh yeah, that will be good to purchase, to put it in the cart, or, like all my little keto treats, like, or chocolate, things like that. And I'll be like, And now I pass in front like those aisles, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's like it's like when you see an ex boyfriend or girlfriend, depending on your orientation, and then you're, your broken heart has already healed, so they don't. Maybe you see them, but it doesn't do you anything, Yeah, so it's human nature is incredible. Like it's I don't want to compare people to food, but it's also neat. Like when you think about it, I mean, you know, your food is need to survive, and you know, emotional and sexual attraction is like your need to make so that the race continues. You know, it's like those are like really basic instincts. So yeah, so well, yeah, so you could, yeah, the analogy is not that crazy. Like, so once you know that it's not gonna, well, for food, once you know that it's not gonna make you necessarily survive, you don't care. And also with mating, when once your subconscious knows that you won't be procreating with that person, then you lose interest. You know, once you know that it's not gonna, so it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, even though it's a little bit like coffee shop philosophy. I don't know. I shouldn't say. I actually think that the coffee shops are very important. Like, no, coffee shop poetry. Like one day, yeah, when I used to in the U.S., when I used to play in Channing Cope, so like I was singing and I was writing my lyrics in English. But you know, like when I came to the U.S., I didn't know like almost any English. So for me, like to just to be able to write lyrics, it was already like a big success. But then we released our second album, and then there was a review. Back then there were, you know, you'll send your CD and people actually listen to it and review. And on one of the reviews, like a guy was saying like, oh yeah, coffee shop poetry lyrics or something like that. And then yeah, I mean, of course, like on the moment, like it didn't make me really happy to read that. But then now with perspective, yeah, I mean, he was probably right, you know. And so yeah, to learn a language, speak a language, you know, it's something. But then to be able to make art in that language, poetry or literature, that's another level, you know. And I think back then, yeah, it was still, I was still in the learning process. But for some reason, you know, like I remembered it as a coffee shop philosophy, and then my brain went like, whoa, stop! Don't look down on coffee shops, because like revolutions, you know, started in coffee shops. You know, coffee shop is very, I mean, that's the real social media. I mean, that's the real thing. So that's why, like, I had like this. I said that, and then I was just like, oh no, we cannot. You cannot associate coffee shop to philosophy to make it look less important, you know. Because yeah, coffee shops are very. Yeah, I think coffee shops are very important. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Like, yeah, he went on some tangents, but yeah, towards the end. But I think it was important topics. And yeah, I'm really psyched about this carnivore thing. I mean, oh yeah, that's something I forgot to say. Like I had made a mental note before shooting the video, but that I forgot to say in the main part of the video. I mean, what's the downside of carnivore if it really works like the way it's supposed to work? Yeah, I think it's just the cultural and social side of it is gonna be, you know, like, I mean, there are so many dishes that, like for example, when I was in Oaxaca, Mexico, I mean, they have so many. I mean, it's just culture, you know, like the way their cuisine, the elaboration of their cuisine is like. So then you have a diet like that, you cannot enjoy, you know. But then for that joy, is it worth losing your health? So we'll see. Like that, I'm not stressing out too much about that. I think my take is going to be that my plan is to try to go as much as I can, and at one point try to get those 90 days full, full carnivore plus coffee, all that. And then you know that you have that tool, you know the results you had. And then what I would do is, yeah, I mean, if I go back to Turkey, maybe I'll be like, you know what, like for a couple of weeks, you know, I eat everything I want, because I'll have enough experience with carnivore, and to get into it, to get out of it, and all that. So yeah, I'll do that. So for example, like if I go to Japan or something, yeah, for a week, I eat normal, like I quit carnivore, knowing that I can come back, and also that will be a good experience to see if you lose everything that you healed from in one day, or if it's a slow process, you know. Actually, maybe there might be a period where you're eating of everything, but you don't have all the inflammations on because you healed yourself, so you're fine until you have them again. So then it will be just another tool, you know. Then maybe I'll be going between, you know, carnivore, keto, and sometimes like to have the cultural experience, to have periods where eat of everything, and then when it starts feeling a little that I'm losing on the health side, you know, come back to keto, lean towards carnivore, go full carnivore. Like, yeah, those are, so like I'm not stressing out too much about it, but it is kind of difficult, like since I'm a pretty solitary guy and I don't live in my own country, so it's kind of easy to have all like this kind of disciplines, but this kind of discipline. But you know, if you have a family of like people are inviting you over, if you want to go on dates and stuff, like, yeah, it starts, because again, we're using food for other agendas, you know. That's the problem. I mean, food has become like we're using to socialize, we're using it to get dopamine, and in reality food is just to maintain you, you know, alive. And so first, you know, it was like the whole carnivore thing, like, you know, it was kind of crazy to me. But then, you know, I just had this thought, like, you know, a lion doesn't eat avocados, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't eat chocolate, and you know, like, it just eats meat. And look at them. You know, look at them, how beautiful they are, how healthy they look, and like their teeth, like, just perfect, like, and they just eat meat. So why it wouldn't be possible for us? So yeah, I mean, that's I mean, I knew, like, listening to all these, like, you know, like pro carnivores, like, I knew that there was something there, like, because you cannot have that many people saying. But now it's like I believe it even more. Like, I think it's like that might be the answer. And then I'm like, wow, if that's the answer, maybe there are people who don't want you to go there. Because again, I mean, yeah, it's you know, like on the whole health topic, I mean, when you're unhealthy, it's like more interesting for some groups, you know. Like, it's sad, but it's like that. Like, I mean, the whole being unhealthy generates money. Like, it's kind of, it's very sad. And I think with fasting, with all this journey, if I learned one thing, it's that. It's just like we have to, as citizens, we have to take control of our health and be autonomous and like need less as possible outside help, you know, not delegate. Oh, I have this, go to the doctor. I have this, go to emergency. No, like what if you so you do everything. So of course there are things that are, you know, if they chop your finger, like, yeah, you have to go to the emergency, you know, like there are certain things that are mechanical, of course, but yeah, like you can, I mean, it's been ages, years and years I haven't seen doctors, and the only time I have seen it was like once I fractured like my nose, double fracture, and one it was like my foot, and once I had like a blood poisoning, and I tried with fasting and it couldn't, like I was having like pimples, skin reaction. So for that case, like, yeah, I mean the fasting had its limits, but it's been what, like 8 years, and even before that I wasn't, even before coming to, yeah, it was like 9 years or so, went 3 times to the doctor, and it was like twice it was like a physical accident. It was like so yeah, it's things to think about it. It's at least for now that's my belief, like we have to take control of our health and investigate, try and find our own path to 100% health. So that's it for this long video. Thanks a lot for watching, especially if you watched up to this point. And yeah, I'll be posting more videos. If you're interested, I have a book called For a Better Monday. I have a Stan store. You can get a copy from there, or you can purchase it on Amazon. You can also book coaching with me. So there's also that option on the Stan store. I'll put the link below. And also with my with our brand Youth Light, we just launched a new product. It's like fasting electrolyte powder. So it's a tool that will make your fasting journey a little bit smoother, especially if you're thinking about maybe intermittent fasting or fasting while being active. It helped me a lot, but you don't need it. Like that's the because for many years I've been dry fasting, and I was a purist. Like I was like, oh, I don't want to use any, you know, I didn't believe in all those like supplements and all that. But then when with my business mentor, like we had the idea of creating such products. So first I was very skeptical, but then I tried it. Like on 2024 I introduced electrolytes, and 2024 has been my most productive year in life. And I don't want to say it's all thanks to electrolyte powder, but I think it played a role. And also like the powder itself, it doesn't, you know, it's not a remedy. It's not the powder won't solve any problems. Like it's fasting, it's your body that is doing the job of healing, and the electrolyte powder is just to make the process go a little bit easier. So yeah, so it doesn't have any pretension or claim that it's curing anything. No, like what's curing you, it's your body, and that's we are supporting the body to do its job. So it's kind of indirect support. So yeah, fasting electrolytes, Youth Light, youthlight.com. I also put the link. So we're starting right now. The website is a little bit generic. Like I'm not super happy with it. Like I'm happy that it's working. It's loading pretty fast and everything is working. And I already run tests. Like you can from the US, like you can order and it arrives. And I had pictures that showing me that it arrived and good. So everything is working. So I'm confident with that. But now it's yeah, I would like to make the website look more more appealing, and more like also the copywriting. I mean, there's a team that helped me. They're based in Pakistan, and they did a really good job, like technically. But like if you don't know about the whole like fasting, and so the copywriting gets a little bit like yeah, I have to take care of that, like the copywriting, and I'm also looking for a photographer based in the US to make like good appealing pictures, you know, to show the product, because for now it's like the pictures are kind of AI generated, and like a mock-up of the product. So yeah, I mean, it's a whole like a marketing thing, like where you need to build trust, you know, like you need people to trust your product and see that it's real and all that. So yeah, so it's an ongoing process. So if you want to check it out, and yeah, any feedback is welcome. And also if you happen to try the product, read the book. Yeah, I mean, I'm a strong believer of continuous improvement, you know, the whole like the chart they teach you in business school. But yeah, I'm really like yeah, I really value feedback to make things better, and also to see other people's experience with the product and the services, and I like to make the UX even better. So enough talking for for today. Thanks a lot. Thanks again for watching the video, and I hope to see you in another video on the channel. Thank you.